Hi friends, this is Quinn with PTSD While Black. So it's the month of June and I'm one day behind, but I just decided today that it's about that time that I'm going to veg. That's vlog every day in June because it's my birthday month. So, yeah, because I had a really bad week last week. Wednesday and Thursday sucked. Um, And so, what's been very affirming for me is to either, in the past, I would take photos or make videos and affirm how I see myself, how I'm viewing myself. So, I'm like, why don't you veg? Did Veda vlog every day in April, so I'm going to veg vlog every day in June. Um, and what I wanted to talk about is just some updates because I'm having to reassess my life and my abilities. Um, yeah, because I was literally having an identity crisis on Wednesday, dealing with doctors, and then I had to go to speech therapy. Um, Being poor sucks. Just want to say that. Um, but so like it never fails. Like what happened last Wednesday was the referral department has over the last year since I've been in Fresno and having to go to the doctors, um, they've messed up my referrals multiple times. I was supposed to have an MRI of my knee and they put me in for my shoulder. And just again, when I was having a physical therapy appointment supposed to be for my shoulder, they put it for my knee. So it was just like, both are fucked up. But my knee, there's not much physical therapy I can do, but my shoulder, there's a lot we can do. So it's just wacky. And I guess they just can't comprehend that I'm someone who's lived through a car accident and I'm still living with a limiting pain. And I was just like having a real powerless moment this week of having to deal with the doctor's offices and trying to schedule appointments and then still trying to see myself as normal, as who I was before the car accident, as who I was before the concussion, and wondering why can't I do the things that I used to be able to do. My glare is bothering me. Um, and like I try to force myself to go back to do a few of the things that I had given up doing like the last couple of months. I gave up doing the dishes. I'm like, there are two able-bodied men in this house and one semi-able, more able than me woman in this house. So I'm going to let them do the dishes because for me, every time I end up with severe neck pain, shoulder pain, and I start stuttering after being in so much pain. And I'm like, I'm not going to do it. Just for the next 2 months, I'm not doing everybody's dishes. Nope. I do the dishes like maybe now once a month. That's fucked up. Because I can't, that's another thing to talk about. I can't even cook like I used to, and I used to love cooking. And the ability to measure and to calculate and to communicate to someone that I need them to do something, it's limited. I only have so many spoons in the day, and sometimes I can't figure stuff out. Like this last week, I was making granola because, I mean, I'm all over the place, but my stutter, I'm finding, or my concussion symptoms are very much, and I've said this many times, are very much so linked to whether I've had enough food, enough water, if I'm in too much pain, if I have to go to the bathroom. And so I was trying to make granola so I could have something that I could grab so that if I'm having a high pain day, I'm not in the kitchen trying to decide what to make or how to make something. And right now, most that I make is a salad, a sandwich, or protein powder. um, that's my cooking. Um, so I'm trying to make granola this week, and I realized like I was having trouble trying to calculate measurements while standing. I was getting anxious and confused, and because I have nut allergies, and the recipe I had called for nuts, and was, trying to substitute the measurements for the things that were nuts and replace them with different kinds of seeds that I'd gotten at the store, or to do more oatmeal in it. And I could not stand and figure that out. I had to sit down to figure it out. Um, and so that was just disturbing to me this week, that I'm still not myself, and even little things like that, that I have to, I can't stand and measure things, it's annoying. But the doctor's offices are trying to treat me as if I'm normal, or as if my situation is temporary, or it's just going to go away. Um, and that my disability claim got rejected, but they reject everybody for the first go round. So it's like, I'd really like to be capable, but I'm limited. I'm limited in my capabilities. And I really had to accept that, and that was like kind of an identity crisis, because I wasn't all that smart, but I was really smart and curious before all this stuff happened. And um, now I'm just being reminded that I'm still limited. And I think I just kind of got snapped back into my body this week, when I had been limiting the things that I was doing. My husband was helping me carry the basket out for the laundry. So I was like, I can do the laundry. Yay. And I get all excited, and I'll hang up the laundry after washing it and then be in excruciating pain. But I did it. I got it all put away. Versus if I was to carry the baskets out myself, I would not have been able to hang up the laundry. So I get excited thinking I can do stuff, and then finding you're still very limited. How the hell are you going to hold down a job? That's where my head is right now. So I kind of like, that's why I'm vegging, is to affirm what's going on. And what my hope with these videos is to affirm not only the challenges that I see myself with my challenges, but also the things that I'm grateful for too. What is working well, or what am I learning, or what am I understanding? What am I appreciating? Just to give myself a chance at some kind of success. But I just really got snapped back into the reality of what it's like being in my body this week. It was very confusing. And yeah, I'm just going to make this a 10-minute video, and I'll probably make another video on this. I've been doing speech therapy, and I had to fire my first speech therapist because she would just listen to me talk. I would have a good day and my appointments were all in the afternoon. So usually I am hydrated and I've eaten food, so I would be well rested, and so mostly able to speak. And she's like, well, I'm listening to you speak and I don't hear any struggles, though I came in there several times that I was stuttering, but we didn't really do many exercises, reading anything, finding what my struggling words were, or anything like that. So I was like, you know what? You've been gone twice, and I had this other lady who was really awesome when you weren't here. I want her as my speech therapist. And it was cool because this other lady, she's younger, and she's I guess may have had some of her own challenges with speaking. And she broke down to me a reality of what may be true for me, is that sometimes with adult onset stuttering, it may not always go away. That it may stay around, and that she just set me with a simple reality of that this can be what the rest of my life is going to look like. I will have good days, and I will have not so good days. But what she was so affirming was to be unapologetically me with my stutter, whether I got it all together, or whether I forget what words are and I can only make sounds and I'm twitching or whatever, but to be unapologetically me in those moments. And I just broke down crying, because this week I've recognized my entire life has been around my voice, of being so well put together just by the sound of my voice, even though mentally I'm whatever. every job I've had to do was around my voice. Um, and that I did competitive speaking, and that I did trainings, and that I was a certified hypnotherapist, that I was doing community plays, and that I sang and performed, and I was doing magic and doing all of these performances that all involved my voice. And to know that that is limited, and to know that it may be restricted, was really challenging for me this week. And but it gives me some hope that I can move um, beyond the fear, beyond the shame, beyond the, yeah, it's really the fear and shame around the stutter, and to still be me, whether I stutter or not. That it was great to have that framed realistically for me. But yeah, it was a disappointing week for me, a disappointing reality. Like, oh my God, the Quinn that I know is not the Quinn that I knew. And so there's this concussion has done a woo on me. Um, so yeah, I'm going to VEDJ so that I can continue to affirm myself through all of my experiences, including getting to know me now, um, after and even beyond the limitations and injuries that I have experienced, and just to embrace all of me and allow me to be as messy as possible and to still love me. Yeah, so that's my goal here. And yeah, so with that, I'll pass for now, and I'll see you next time. Peace.